Hey, thank you for taking the time to click on today's video. Today we're going to be discussing the annuity, one of the single most misunderstood and probably missold, misrepresented type of investments that exist within the world of investing for retirees and up-and-coming retirees. Now, this is going to be just a basic tutorial on annuities. It's not going to be anything that's really drilling down into the intricate details of every single annuity. But if you've been curious about annuities, you kind of want to know and understand the basics of how they work, this video is going to be for you. If you like our little content, I encourage you to give us a thumbs up, make comments down below, that's always helpful, and share this with your friends. Now, when we think about annuities, we have to understand that there's lots of different designs, probably thousands of designs that insurance companies have come up with, and that's one of the primary points that we want to understand. Annuities are going to come from insurance companies. Does that make annuities absolutely safe? Well, in many instances, yes, but oftentimes, no. So we want to understand kind of the basic design. Now, annuities can be designed to create immediate gratification. These are what we call the immediate annuities. Sometimes they refer to them as SPIAs, the single premium immediate annuity. And what is the primary purpose of an immediate annuity? The primary purpose is you deposit money, and within 30 days, 6 months, a year, whatever you choose, that annuity now starts distributing income to you. Are they distributing pure interest? No. They're distributing and returning back to you part of your principal plus some interest. Now, generally speaking, immediate annuities are going to be providing that income right away or within a short period of time, and that income is going to be guaranteed to you for a specified period of time. It could be 3 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 years, or maybe even your lifetime if that's what you choose. And there's going to be beneficiaries on immediate annuities. This means that in the event of your death, this income can be passed on to a surviving spouse or can be passed on to children. Now, what about these types of annuities called deferred annuities? Deferred annuities are designed for accumulation with distribution later. And it is important to understand that deferred annuities can be a tremendous advantage to you from a tax standpoint. You see, let's say that you've got a lot of post-tax money. And post-tax money, we know if we have it in a CD, we have it in a brokerage account, something of that nature, we know that we're going to receive a 1099-R, we're going to receive a 1099-DIV, we're going to receive a 1099-I from different institutions, and they're going to say, congratulations, you made this amount of capital gain, or this amount of dividend, or this amount of interest, and now you're going to pay the taxes on that money because we've already reported it to the IRS. When you look at deferred annuities are providing a benefit that neither the banks nor the brokerage houses can provide you, and that's tax-deferred growth. That means that all of your principal is earning interest, and that interest is not being reported to the government. Therefore, you're able to compound your money without being set back every single year paying taxes. Now, as I said earlier, deferred annuities are designed to accumulate and then to distribute. And what this means is that you could set up an income stream from a deferred annuity so that, say in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or longer, if you wanted to, you could let that money compound and then decide or choose to turn on income. The income is going to work similar to the income here. You get to guarantee how long you receive the income for. So you can annuitize it and say, I want all my money in 5 years, or you can get a lifetime income that's guaranteed not only for your lifetime, but potentially for your lifetime plus your spouse's lifetime. Or some people choose annuities as simply an accumulation and legacy distribution tool. What does that mean? Well, I want to deposit this $100,000. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get taxed on it as it grows. And I'm simply going to leave it alone so that by the time I pass, now there's more money to distribute to my wife, to my children, to my grandchildren. So it can be used as a distribution or a legacy tool. Now, are all annuities safe? And this is where we have another distinction. We have to understand that there is really primarily 3 different kinds of annuity titles that you're going to hear when you're researching annuities. The first is going to be the variable annuity. And notice that this one is in red, and notice that it says risk. Not only can a variable annuity lose money, but it's going to also likely be more expensive than these other two varieties here. And that's primarily because a variable annuity is something that is investing your money directly into the stock market, generally into mutual funds. And those mutual funds are going to go up in value. Those mutual funds are going to potentially lose value. And you need to be cognizant and aware of that. These are something that will work really well when you're 30, 40, 50. But when you get into retirement, you really want to assess whether or not you want to continue taking on the risk. Number two is they can be very, very expensive. I've seen clients that have been paying as much as 4 or more % in fees. And this is because insurance companies figure out a way to always charge you a fee. Mortality and expense fees, they charge you sub-account fees for the mutual funds. If they tack on extra riders that cost you for those, they can be very, very expensive. And this is the reason why I encourage clients that have variable annuities to have them assessed. Why? Because not only do they have the risk, we need to be thinking about the fees, because when you start taking money out, remember the insurance company is going to continue to charge you those fees. And that means that your distribution rate could run you out of money sooner than what you expected. Now, these two kinds of annuities, fixed and index, these are generally going to be the deferred annuities, hence why they're under this category. And these are insured. That means that all of your principal plus all of the interest that you earn is going to be safe. It's not going to be lost if the stock market goes down. But what's the primary difference between a fixed and an indexed? And that's how it credits you interest. A fixed interest annuity is very much like a CD on steroids. Right now, we're getting interest rates of well over 5%, and that's a guarantee to you, guaranteed on your money every single year for a specific period of time, just like a CD. Indexed annuities, however, are going to be using a major stock market index like the S&P as a gauge. And what that means is that when the S&P goes up, you're going to make a part of that gain. And when the S&P goes down, you're simply going to go sideways. It is protected against loss. Not only do you not lose your principal, you lose any of your interest as well. Well, I hope this video has been helpful, allowing you the ability of seeing the basics of annuities. Are annuities right for you? I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm a fiduciary. And this means that every single piece of advice that I provide is going to be something that is provided to that person based upon their specific and unique situation. You need to do your own due diligence, figure out if annuities are something that would help you sleep better at night, feel better knowing that a part of your money is potentially safe, or understanding that maybe you have a variable annuity and you might need to check into it and reduce the risk and the expense. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, I encourage you to put those down below. It's always helpful. Again, give us a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and if you like our little videos, I encourage you to hit that little subscribe button and that bell, and we'll remind you each and every time that we have a video. Remember, I'm Matthew Johnson, and it's up to you to make today a great day.